For 7 months, the White Lotus filmed here in Phuket at the Anantara, Rosewood, and the cast and crew, they went out exploring, find out where they went. Hi there guys, Sean here from 5-Star Marine with the very famous Mr. J.
Hello, I'm good timing. Hello, I'm Jay.
At the equally famous Matt.
Hello, this is the map.
Today we're going to be talking about the White Lotus.
The what?
The White Lotus. It's
Is it?
streaming right now on HBO.
And Prime? Or not Prime?
No, just HBO.
Oh, well, I've mucked up there.
Yeah, you did.
Not Prime or Netflix. I don't have HBO.
Jay hasn't watched any of it.
I have.
No
I've
idea.
watched them all. The first series was in Hawaii. The second series was in Sicily. And then the third series, my favourite series so far, to be fair, I have to say, it was filmed here in Thailand.
Yes, and it was filmed mainly at Koh Samui and here in Phuket.
That's right.
They were swapping between the locations. Here in Phuket, they was filming at the Anantara.
Good
in
mention.
Macau, and also at the Rosewood. Both very beautiful hotels.
I've been to, have I been to both? I've been to the Rosewood. I love the Rosewood.
And now we're not going to name drop, but we're not going to.
Rosewood.
We're not going to say which cast went where on which boat because we
Well,
don't want to do it like that. But
really?
what we will say is what kind of tours they enjoyed the most.
Oh, okay, because the message you sent me yesterday was a list of the tours that the individual actors went, and you told me I had to write about all of them.
Yeah, they have to do that. Search the blog posts for that.
Okay, go and search 100 blog posts I had to write yesterday.
Anyway, because they were here during the season that Similan was open, Similan was one of the most popular spots that we went to.
Can I ask you, Sean, what's your views on White Lotus?
I've never seen it.
Have you not? Yes, he has. And is it White Lotus or the White Lotus?
The White Lotus.
Okay, good.
What I would say is that it is a genius production. I got to meet one of the executive producers, and
Woo!
the way that they produce and film this is probably one of the best productions I've ever seen be shot.
Really?
Yeah, and we spent a lot of time with the crew as well, because a lot of the crew were coming out with us on weekends on filming
You
breaks.
say us,
Not you.
not me.
No
I
one
wasn't
wants to go with
invited.
Jay.
No.
No, apparently. Anyway, so one of the places that we went was Similan, and why we went from Similan is
Because it's not on the map, that's why.
No, more than that, because they were based here up at Anantara, so the transfer to the pier was quite short, only about 10 minutes, and they're at the pier. And then we would head out to Similan, and one of the things that the cast and crew always wanted us to do was to keep away from the crowds.
Tough at Similans.
But what we were able to do was to design a program where we didn't hit to any of the major scenes. Basically, they didn't want to go to Donald Duck Bay, they didn't want to go to Honeymoon Bay. We went to things like Island 8, Island 4, Island 5. They bought lunch, we had picnics on the boat. We sat there, we swam, we snorkeled, we explored the underwater world there at Similan.
Wow, that was very, very poetic, Sean.
Well, thank you.
Well done.
So if you would like to do that tour, it's basically a custom Similan tour without any of the major highlight spots. Now this is interesting because most people when they book a tour, they want to go to the highlight spots.
Yes.
But when you're on the cast and crew of the White Lotus, you're wanting to keep away from people because you're filming every day with 400, 500, 600 people and you just need some space. And that's what's great about a private boat is because you've got your own boat, you can go wherever you want to go. You can tie up to a buoy where there's no other people.
Or a girl, depending on your, what you like.
Yes. Here's some photos of where we went at Similan. And here's a photo of us returning back to the pier one day here, right at Saracen Bridge. This is one of the great parts of Similan is that we can either depart from Phuket Boat Lagoon or we can depart from the Saracen Bridge Pier,
Depending on where you're staying on the island. I jumped in then.
And the second most popular tour we did, this I did with all of the cast, most of the crew.
Not name dropping any of them though.
And also a lot of their friends and family as well.
What? They got a free holiday.
This is, again, another custom tour. This tour is not on our website. This is something that we designed specifically
Good word.
for the White Lotus team. This is something that our crew started to call the White Lotus Tour, actually.
Your voice went funny then.
Yeah, yeah.
White Lotus tour.
So heading out of Boat Lagoon, we'd head up to Koh Phanak.
I like Phuket.
And at Phanak, it's the largest island in the Phang Nga Bay area. And if you drone on top of it, which Jay's probably going to cut in, you'll see that there's a lot of hidden lagoons and caves.
Miguel, can you do that for me?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Lagoons and caves, and one of the favourite places of the White Lotus team was to canoe into Bat Cave.
I like Bat Cave.
I actually even canoed. There's footage of me canoeing a canoe. Canoeing a canoe or paddling a canoe?
Paddling the canoe.
There you go.
In Bat Cave?
Big
What-
note.
Did
Big
you?
note.
Big note.
If the tide is going down,
Yes.
paddling against the current of the tide is quite difficult.
It's very narrow, so the water rushes out, so that's the problem.
Yes. So we would go into there. We'd go into Bat Cave. We would canoe around.
Was Bruce there?
No.
Okay.
unfortunately. Then we would come out of Bat Cave and we canoe all the way up to Oyster Cave.
Oh, Oyster Cave. We've got to be careful with Oyster Cave. Because if you touch the sides, you get cut because lots of oyster shells
And
there.
inside Oyster Cave, once you get in, you flick the canoe around and you get to look at the great limestone.
Flick the canoe around.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
Turn the canoe
Oh,
around.
flick it. You know, like a.
Yeah, I know what a flick is.
You know, I was yesterday. I was on the motorbikes and I was drifting, so maybe I should drift the canoe.
Motorbikes. You weren't drifting on the motor. Oh, that's the weather video that we hadn't even mentioned, so they have no idea what we're talking
Doesn't
to,
matter.
referring to. He wasn't drifting. He was on that arcade motorbike where you just lean from side to
No,
side.
you tap the brake and the drifts.
You don't drift it though.
No.
Just on the screen
You
drifts
know,
it.
if I drifted it in real life, I'd fall off.
Yes, you would.
Anyway, so we'd go there into Oyster Cave.
Hey, did you go to Pirate Cave?
No, we didn't.
I went to Pirate Cave for the first time last week. It's really cool. I've never been there before.
Once we'd finished there,
Yes.
one of the reasons that we canoe there is that in the morning there's no other boats going there to canoe.
Wow.
Because you have to carry the canoe on board, and that's one of the great parts of
Not
lifestyle.
you don't have to carry the canoe because that'd be silly.
Yes.
The-
Our crew.
The crew put the canoe on the boat and the boat carries a canoe.
And this is one of the best parts of working with 5 Star Marine is that we can put the canoe on the boat and we can go canoe wherever we want to
Wherever
canoe.
we want.
We don't need to go and canoe at the specific spot where the canoes
That's
are
twice
available.
you said that word
There
today.
you go.
Well done.
So once
Yes.
we finished Panak, we would then drive past or cruise
Cruise.
past Kohong. And again, being one of these kind of cast and crew tours, they never really wanted to go to the famous spots, so we wouldn't look at James Bond Island. And I know that sounds almost something that you should never do, but
Sacrilegious.
there you go.
There you go.
But for us, it wasn't about going to the famous spots, it was going to the most beautiful spots with the least amount of people. So we would cruise past home, miss James Bond, and go out to an island here. Now, I'm not going to give the name of it because I don't want
What?
anyone else to go there.
Okay.
It's a lagoon where we park the boat up to the back of the lagoon, you jump off the boat, and you swim inside the lagoon. Now, you know where I'm talking about, but you're not allowed to say the name.
Okay.
Because you've been there with Alex many times.
Have I?
Yes.
Don't remember it.
So we'd swim into the lagoon, and inside the lagoon it opens up into a beautiful mangrove as well. Once we'd go from there, we would then head across over here to another filming location.
Geez, a long trip, wasn't it?
This is where we filmed Alien Earth.
Wasn't on that one either.
Episode 8. We filmed it over here.
Didn't see that either. Have you ever watched it?
It's not out yet.
All right. Okay, that's
I've
good.
watched the trailers though, and I can see my lagoon in their trailers.
Can you? What
Yes.
happens in episode 8? Let's
Can I
ruin
tell you?
it.
Not allowed to.
Can we not?
No,
They all
no,
die
no.
in the end.
In
The
the-
aliens
yeah,
die.
in the-
Predator
yeah,
comes along and
yeah.
eats them all. Have you signed an NBA?
Yeah.
Playing basketball again?
Yes.
Swish!
You do know.
I wasn't on the Aliens movie.
do-
I can talk about it. I
You
didn't
do
sign
know-
nothing.
Do you know that Ridley Scott's producers actually watches our videos?
Ridley Scott. Hello, mate. How are you? Who's Ridley Scott?
He is the owner of the Alien Earth.
Oh, really?
IP.
Oh, sorry about that, mate. We love Aliens. Much better than Predator. Was that
Anyway, we would go inside.
Sigourney Weaver was hot back in the day, though.
We would go into the mangrove.
Is it the same Aliens as Aliens from the movie? Okay.
Yes.
So it's
we'd go into
Alien,
the-
not Aliens, because it's
Alien.
Alien.
Alien
Because that-
Earth.
Oh, there you go.
Alien Earth.
Aliens are on Earth.
Yes.
Ah!
We would go inside the mangrove here at
Yes.
Roy. We'd have a swim in Kudu, and then we'd bring the boat to Ban Rem Nam.
I went there the other day with my parents. Very nice.
It's a very famous Ban Rem Nam. It's one of our favourite lunch spots to
The
go.
dessert's awesome.
Strongly recommend the banana dessert. It's
Yes.
a signature dish there.
Coconut and banana.
I was actually just there last Tuesday with some friends
Were
having the banana dessert. Do note though that they're renovating their on-the-water restaurant, so right now they have a second
What's wrong
restaurant.
with your voice today? You breaking?
I've got something here.
Have you got puberty?
Yeah, maybe.
Haha. Can I just also
and
say?
also they have
what?
elephant care there now. Did you see
I
that?
did see the elephant care there. I'm not too sure about that. Can I also mention, if you do like to have a little drinky poos at lunchtime, they do not serve alcohol at that restaurant.
Yes, correct.
So just to let you know,
Yeah, but you know,
not everyone needs alcohol, but I'm just saying after a long day on the boat, you might want a little cheeky beer with your spicy food.
yeah. Well, my thing was like it's so hot you kind of want to rehydrate, so take on one.
Yeah,
of their
rehydrate
kind
with a San Miguel Light with a little bit of lime in the top. Lovely. Kids, don't drink and don't do drugs.
He's got a drinking problem.
Yes, I have.
He goes to AI. I go to DA.
You go to AI. AI?
Anyway, we would
All right.
finish at Ban Rem Nam for lunch, and then we would head
Is
on
it still
out.
only lunch?
Yep.
Bloody hell.
After lunch, we'd head on to Kai, do some swimming.
Oh, I like Kai. Kai's lovely.
And
Good
then-
for families.
Then back to the pier.
There, back to the pier where we are right now.
So that was probably the single most popular tour that I did through the entire 7 months of the White Lotus. Nearly every single person did that tour with us.
What about PP? You didn't go to PP?
We did do PP. We did PP with some of the younger cast.
The
out
cooler
here.
ones.
And we went to have lunch at Zivola. Zivola is a beautiful place to have
Nice
lunch.
hotel.
Very hard to get a book in, so you need to tell us in advance if you want to go there because we need to pre-book.
That's right.
And another location that we spent
Yes.
a lot of time at was at Russia Noi.
Yes, there's some diving went on down there.
I remember
because
having an amazing conversation with Jason
They
Isaacs.
can't mention names.
I
you
can
see.
because Jason's mentioned us.
Jason,
And
Jason. Love
Here's
you,
an
Jason.
interview that Jason did recently where he mentioned going with Five Submarine to Koh Kradan, one of your favourite places,
I
Crocodile
love
Island.
Crocodile. Crocodile is beautiful. It was voted one of the best beaches in the world until TripAdvisor decided to make that banana beach on Coral Island.
Anyway, Russia Noi was another place that we went.
Yes.
And here's the tour program that we did. We would leave out to the pier. We'd head straight to Russia Noi, swim, snorkel, and beach time at Russia Noi, jump back to Russia Yay for another snorkel, come back to Pier Cruvet for lunch, and then back to the pier.
I like Pear Crovey, one of my favourite
So
places.
those are three of the
Three.
White Lotus's
The White Lotus.
most favorite tour programs that they did. None of these are on our website. They're all Captain's Choice custom tours, and that's why we recommend you book the Captain's Choice.
That's it. Anyway, thanks for watching. We love White Lotus. I didn't go on any of the tours. I didn't meet any of the crew or the lovely people that filmed it. And I've never watched it. Should I say that? Probably not. Sean's giving me the evils. I love White Lotus. It's my favourite series. It's my favourite series in the whole world.
Better than Squid Games.
I like Squid Games. Ashton, my 10-year-old, watched that the other day. He loved it. Anyway, thanks for watching.
And coming soon.
What? Who's coming soon?
Jay on a boat for 24 hours. Can he survive?
Oh, no, now you've said that. I've got to do it. Rubbish. Oh, well. Thanks. Bye.